Hey, how to always know. I was going to title this one, How to Always Know What to Say. And I might talk about that a little bit, but how to always know anything, how to always know what your next step is, how to always know what to say, how to always know what to do, how to always know what's important for you. I like this topic because I was losing sleep this morning. I woke up this morning and I'm doing a 90-day challenge. Today is day 5 for me. It's day 1 for my co-hostess. We got our wires crossed, and then it popped into my mind the expression my dad used to always say. It's the P saying. It's piss poor planning on your part does not create an emergency for me. And I love that. Or piss poor planning on your part doesn't create a problem for me. Something to that effect, meaning, hey, take personal responsibility because you didn't plan, you didn't do the thing that you needed to do when you needed to do it. Doesn't mean that I need to jump through hoops and solve your problem for you. Now, I don't think I always learned this or always lived this. And as much as my dad tried to teach me this lesson, I still will find myself in a situation where I procrastinated or I put things off, even though I know better and I have to hurry and scurry to solve the problem. Now, I don't expect somebody to solve it and save me from it. I have to figure it out myself. So I got the personal responsibility part of that lesson, but I didn't necessarily get the plan up front and don't procrastinate part. Sometimes I still fall prey to my own ability to procrastinate and put things off, especially things in my personal life. I will put things off in my personal life or for my personal well-being to a fault. I actually took and put off taking care of myself to the point of having a sudden cardiac arrest. I would recommend that nobody puts taking care of themselves off and having stress to that point where you actually have a health challenge or die or get sick. But, sometimes some of us are stubborn and we need to learn that lesson firsthand by experiencing it. So, how to always know. How do you always know what to say? Well, it's pretty easy. If you close your mouth and open your ears and listen to other people or be in tune to the situation around you, you will always know what to say, how to respond. It's from listening and taking cues from your environment, cues from the other person. Listen to what they really need and want. I think that's one of the quickest, easiest ways to be an awesome coach is be a good listener. Listen to and really tap into what is it that the person you're coaching, what is it that the other person you're communicating with or talking to, what is it that they need or want or desire? What are they asking for? Sometimes, especially with women, guys, we just want to vent. Sometimes we just need to get all of the stuff with respect to a situation out of our head and to just get rid of it. And then all of a sudden the clarity comes and we know exactly what to do. We know exactly what to say. But it's really interesting working with a lot of men and being married to one that was a control freak. You learn that some people cannot ever just listen to you. They have to fix you. They have to try to tell you the right answer. And guess what? Nobody knows the right answer for you but you. So a lot of times we just need to get everything out. And if you don't have a person that you can vent to like that, just get a notebook and a piece of paper and write it down. Writing things down adds a lot of clarity. It makes it easier to know what to do, what to say, what your next move is in any situation. The real trick with always knowing is understanding and really realizing that you don't have to know everything. You only have to know the next thing. You only have to decide or choose your very next step, your very next action, your very next move. And when you only have to do your next move, knowing that the rest of the moves will unfold for you, it takes off all the pressure and all the stress. Well, maybe not all of it, but a whole lot of it. It takes a whole lot of it off. Now, if I say, I want to create an organization that positively impacts the life of 1 billion people. If I think that, I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea how I would make that happen. But if I take that and I break it down and I say, okay, that's my big end goal. I want to positively impact the lives of 1 billion people. Then all I need to do is take a step toward that every day, a little step toward that every day. And if I keep that positively impact 1 billion people or whatever your big goal or dream is in the back of my mind and in the front of my mind as my top of my mountain all the time, every action that I'm going to take, every decision I'm going to make is filtered through that. So if I'm faced with the opportunity to, I don't know, join a business that isn't in alignment with positively impact the lives of other people, would I take that opportunity? Would I do that business? No, I wouldn't. So if somebody comes to me, and this is just my opinion, with a cryptocurrency or a get rich quick scheme or a thing that's all about the money, if somebody approaches me with something that's all about the money, I'm totally turned off. I couldn't care less, because I'm at the point in my life and my career, I'm not all about the money anymore. I'm actually very little about the money. So if a prospective partner or person comes to me and says, hey, let's do this, we'll make a ton of money, I'm like, yeah. And then I'll filter it through, does that match me achieving my goal of trying to positively impact the lives of 1 billion people? And if the answer is no, then the answer is really easy. It's no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pursue that. I'm not going to do that partnership with you. I'm not going to be your affiliate. I'm not going to do any of these things because it doesn't match my end game goal. It makes it a lot easier to stay on course, to not get distracted by things that just don't matter or that aren't important. I laugh on social media now because it's really fun. And I used to be the same way. I got sucked into, and I think we all go through these stages of development. And one of the stages of development on social media is you get sucked into all the conversations and all the polar conversations, and you state your opinion about them. And you get bothered and irritated and angry about them. I don't know if everybody does that, but I did. That was one of my stages. And then I realized it doesn't matter. None of this matters. And so now it's funny to be online and just notice things when people are getting all riled up and they're having these big conversations, wasting a lot of their precious time and energy, by the way, on something that just doesn't matter. It's sort of like online marketing and business in general. We get all wrapped up in thinking that certain things matter, and they don't matter at all. Things like, and instead of creating things that will really help people and serve human beings better, we're all about, well, what color should my website be? What should my business cards say? Who cares? Find people, help people, serve people, and then you'll know what color your business card should be. You'll know what your brand should be. You'll know what your name of your company should be. You'll know all of those things will start to fall in place. But we get it all jumbled up and mixed up. And instead of really doing what matters, because we don't have that end goal in mind and we're not filtering everything we do through that, we get caught up in the minutia. I am the queen of getting caught up in the minutia and getting sidetracked in learning loops and focusing on things that don't matter, to the detriment of my own creation and my own business, until I said, no, stop the insanity. What is it that I'm trying to achieve here? And now every time something comes up, is this answering the next thing that I'm trying to do? Do I need to figure out how to do this to solve my current problem that's always moving me toward that goal or objective? And if I do that every single day, I always know what to do. I always know what to say. I always know the answer to what is right for me. Now, the answer of what's right for me isn't necessarily right for anyone else on the planet, but that doesn't matter. What matters is, what is the answer, the right answer? What is the next thing for me to be doing? And if we live our life that way, and if we go through our journey that way, because it is indeed our journey, we will never go astray. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. I'm going to go do my 90-day challenge, day 5. It's an influencer challenge about live video, specifically for YouTube, because I'm starting to learn and figure out how the heck do you do YouTube, because it is a totally different beast. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. I'll, of course, do it tomorrow.